Our next reader tonight is Faith Sullivan. Let's give her a hand of applause.
Enough of youth and fun. Now age and tragedy. The late and much loved Bill Hay had the custom of beginning a reading of his work by reading a poem by his friend Leo Dangle, who was wheelchair bound and able to do few readings himself. How typical of Bill this was. Our friend Phoebe Hansen, also much loved, has suffered health issues in recent times, and in her absence, I'd like to read one of her poems before reading my own work. I think her poem and my piece, in some strange way, make nice companions. My father mows the grass. Dad's mower throws sprays of grass into the big canvas catcher as summer evenings, as we kids lie on our backs, safe on the soft green he's already mowed. Now he pauses with surprising silliness, grabs great handfuls of cut grass, and throws them at us as we sputter, cry out in mock dismay, but go on telling each other ghost stories set in small town cemeteries, like the one across from our grade school. Or horror tales of kids who had pumped too high on the school swings with their dangerous chain links, had gone over the bars into another dimension, never seen again, off into the outer reaches of the sky, way beyond the Big Dipper, into ether that swallowed them more completely than that other ether that Dr. Dordahl used when he laid us on his operating table to remove our adenoids and tonsils. And now we fall into silence and wonder as a shower of stars shoots through the sky. I wrote the following, titled Moon and Poet, for the solstice, which is my holiday of choice. It's about beginnings and endings and love. In spring, the night sky is as vulnerable and bejeweled as a fledgling debutante. The would-be poet, with longings inchoate, gazes up through tender branches that now flutter small green flags. His heart lifts toward a moon drifting and dreaming as though it had forever to complete its circuit. The gravitational power of an unfamiliar wistfulness pulls the poet, and his heart flies up, and he with it, clutching at stars and sipping falling dew. In summer, the moon, like an odalisque, rises warm and golden from the bath of waning day, and sure of her charms, rests upon pale evening's soft divan, riding the night sky to meet poet. Moon and poet are lovers now. Their terrible ardor flings the tides against old ramparts, bringing them down. It melts the silver threads holding little stars in place and pitches them screaming through the void. Poet cries, "This shall last forever." Moon sighs and hides her doubts behind a veil of cloud. In autumn, harvest moon burns large and orange, lit by embers deep within that flare and shatter and flare again as dying embers do. She casts a lenient eye upon poet, whose familiarity pleases like a sentimental refrain. In her leniency lies knowledge she cannot share with poet, about beginnings and endings, about light and dark. Poet gazes fondly upon moon. "This shall last forever," he tells her. his voice thrumming with golden assurance. He smiles in October, golden smile. In winter, moon wears an icy pallor and tosses diamonds on the snow. Poet no longer flies up to meet her. He is weak and old and saves himself for the struggle ahead. The blood in his veins is cool and slow, while the heart in his breast is still warm and fond. And each evening he steps out his door to send a blown kiss skyward. Then one night, Poet's blood stops in its course, and his eyes close, the lids heavy with finality. Now Moon flings down a beam to her old love and lifts Poet on it. As he lies in her arms, Moon bears Poet across all boundaries. He glimpses the Pleiades in their flowing tunics as they flee Orion, and off there, rescued Andromeda. When at length Moon lays him down, she leaves Poet in a world of white like Moon herself. He lies in a kind of downy basket surrounded by others in like baskets. He does not recognize this small, wrinkled hand that is his, nor the soft flannel that swaddles him. Women, speaking low and wearing white, move among the baskets, tending to one and then another. Some in baskets cry and struggle because they are hungry or frightened, but many weep for the place they have left. Poet does not cry, though he is puzzled. Through the window he studies the dark sky and the milky moon hanging near. Moon, moon. He has a memory, but like a cloud breaking up, it drifts away in fragments. And now Poet cries for what he can no longer know.